Welcome back. Another week of YouTube. Just thought I'd show you a little bit of that footage from last week of the sprayer going doing some aviator in canola. That canola is the irrigator, the stuff underneath the irrigator that we've seen a couple of times now. But yeah, very challenging to fly a drone at that sprayer. It's he was hooking along there about 32 kilometres an hour, so takes a little bit of getting, but we got some footage before it rained on Friday. Had anywhere from 15 to 20 mils across the farm last week. Plus, that's not including the 8 mils we got earlier on in the week. So everything's fairly wet around here at the moment. So it looks like it's going to be a week of inside shed jobs, I think. Not exactly sure what we're going to focus on first, so we'll go and find out, eh? If you haven't already, check out the merch store. Got plenty of hats coming. I'm expecting the X9 caps to turn up today. So by the time you see this, they should be well and truly available. And yeah, we've pretty much got all the rest of them, bar the sewing cap. The sewing cap will be a little bit late. So I thought I'd just make an announcement. Since the Riverina Sunset caps came out, anyone who has bought a cap will go in and running to win one of the Narain Grain Leathermans. So we're going to draw this at the end of August. So if you buy a cap between now, or essentially since when the caps first started coming in, to the end of August, you're going to go in and running to win a Narain Grain Leatherman that I've had sitting there just for that job for ages. So go grab yourself a cap, have a look at the hoodies while you're there. I've got some shirts being made as we speak, t-shirts, so they should be quite good too. A little bit different. We're probably going to have a few different shirts, and once we get a couple of t-shirt options, that's probably going to round out our merch range for a fair while, I'd say. We might do a few odd things here and there. I had someone request a Yeti Rambler cup there last night on one of the lives. That being said, we'll work it out as we're going along. We might do a few oddball things that are just like a limited edition, but got a couple more shirts to make, and but that will pretty much round out our merch. But yeah, if you want to go into running to win a Leatherman, that will be drawn at the end of August. So go and get yourself a hat. You got to buy a hat to get in the running. Dry July's coming to an end. That will end on Friday. I will be drinking my first beer on Friday. Those who wish to continue on after that, you're a better man and women than I am, because I'll be well and truly ready by Friday to have one, I reckon. Anyway, that's good. Congratulations to those who made it through. By the time you see this again, it will be all over, and well done if you made it all the way through. Those who haven't, chin up. There's another opportunity coming up, dry January. I'm probably going to do it again, so look out for that announcement at the end of December. Dry January, I did it. It was a lot more difficult and a lot easier in some ways, but yeah, anyway, those who made it, well done. I'm very, very humbled the response we had from the dry July. People joining in and whatever. I went from zero participants in dry January to about 30 or 40 in this one. So well done. I do have the draw for that coming too. If you've made it through, I'm probably going to do it a week after the end of July, just so that everyone who did make it through can say, hey, I actually did make it through. I will put up posts about it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and here on YouTube. But I won't draw it until I get all the final participants. If you didn't make it through, say, hey, I didn't make it. And I'm just using everyone's honesty on this because I haven't got anything else, really. Anyway, let's go and find some work to do. And that's enough rambling for the day. Looks like one of my gates is swung closed today. I see 2 people have already gone past it. Great work, everybody. Woo, don't hit my ute. Yep, no, that's hit my ute. Ah, that's no good. So the one we call the old 200 is back on the pit. It needs new batteries, which are sitting just there. We nearly put them on last time, but unfortunately, we thought we might get away with it by just replacing the one that split. And now I've got another battery that is split, so not going well. So we're going to replace all these. Not a very fun job. These cab overs, or the Can-ams, people would have seen my TikTok about it not that long ago. They are very battery thirsty. I'm probably going to make a few phone calls about this because it's starting to become a real problem. There's a lot of people had reasons why they thought they were playing up, but not sure if it's just something we need to deal with, but they're barely lasting 12 months, so not overly impressed. There's some talk about these heavy-duty style high cranking amp batteries having the plates too close together inside them, and when they start to crack, they fall into each other, and then next second you've got a split battery, which is what this has got at the moment. It stinks like to high heaven. Not as bad as the last one I did though, so thank God for that. But these Bosch batteries we've got here are supposed to have a little bit lower cranking amps, but they the baffles or the plates between them are supposed to be spread out a little bit further, so hopefully that will help with this particular machine. It's also got AdBlue issues, which is just really is par for the course for anything AdBlue. They are hopeless, absolutely hopeless. This thing has had more AdBlue issues than anything else. It's a sad way the industry's gone for trucks, that's for sure. I'm going to try a little trick from TikTok, and that's rubber mount. I'll put a thick rubber piece underneath each battery to try and take some of the shock out of it. So, what do we got there? That's board. This is reasonably thick, but I'd really like something like a centimetre thick, like, well, that's not even a piece, but yeah. Real heavy duty rubber. See, that's heavy duty thick, but I just want thick, really. Something to take a bit of the shock out of it. You can see the genius of the Kenworth design here in full show. I'll just chuck that down there for a second. This bloody keeper bracket around here, made out of metal. It holds the batteries in like this, which is a perfect way when you take the whole thing up and up to cross the terminals. Genius, absolutely genius, Kenworth. And then they put the circuit breakers in front of these ones, which makes it even harder to get them out. The best way I've figured out to do it is get the caps off the new ones, put them on there, and then when you pull the tray out, it doesn't cross them, unbelievably. Some more of the genius. This is the positive terminal, that bracket, earth, positive, earth, positive. Spanner connection between the two. Very electrifying. Oh, come on. Yeah. Don't connect the two either. Just like that. Yeah, they're more disconnected now. Just getting a few more caps to help assist with getting them out again. I think that's the split one. And 3 hours later, that's still warm. That may be the problem battery. Just taking that off there. Make a bit of room to get the batteries out the front here. I'll take this off now. Joe, how you going?
I'm winning in life.
It's good.
Finally.
What are you doing there, bro? Show us.
I had to tighten the collar because it was moving, and I had problems with the gear stick getting stuck.
Yeah.
I put it down to a pinched wire.
Pinched wire?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. From this thing spinning. So this bracket here was spinning.
Yeah. A little pinched wire in there.
Let's see. It's too dark. There we go. So you reckon it'll be better now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. If I have problems with it again, I know where it is and I can just cut it and rejoin it.
Took a little bit to get in there though.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass.
Yep.
But I got everything working again.
Beautiful.
For now.
She's about nearly done on the spreading job here, the 340. A little, should get Connors out to do that hydraulic leak too.
Are you saying the crack of the exhaust?
Nah, is it still loose? A little bit of a crackage there. Oh dear. Just weld it back up, should be right. Take it up.
Yeah.
Too hard on the gear. Too much weight on this big chuffer.
I was surprised it didn't snap off on me at Rosemary.
Yeah. It would have been bloody close, I reckon. They just go dunk off in the paddock. Righto, 2 keeper bolts out here. Get this tray out without touching the battery terminals. And then I get these plastic dongers on them. They can pop off and still arc out and carry on. On camera here. So, a bit surprisingly, that one's got that piece of plastic on there, and this one's got a rubber thing, which we're going to have to pull out and clean up. Well, I won't leave it in there, but I'm going to hit it with the compressed air. But this one seems to be missing. Interesting. I've got this large piece of rubber here to use, but I tended to use this old, it's a old mud floor mat, rubber floor mat in there instead. That's the battery card there. Maybe if I just snip him through there, all the way to the other side. Good enough? Maybe? Managed to get the hold down bolts back in there. It took me a little while. Took me longer than it should have. Why? There we go. One on farm it. How about we just put that down there? go. Hello. All secured in. Let's put the leads back on and see if we can have an electrifying experience. Now they're back on, got them tightened up. Chuck the bolts back in this one. And the Nakanaka started on me. She's charging them up as we speak. Got the old cowboy pose on over here. What do you get going on here, Jimmy? What do you set up? Is this like our version of the Millennial Farmers Buddy boltsandnuts.com?
We're expanding our range of metric bolts and nuts.
Yep.
The
Who supplies it again?
Worth.
Oh, yeah.
Worth Australia, actually.
Worth Australia, not Worth Germany.
These nuts are definitely from not from German.
You reckon they're from China?
Yeah.
So,
what is it made in China these days?
yes, there's not a lot not made in China, but this is our metric bolt supply. Goes from 5 mil all the way up to 22 mil. There you go. And what's this one going to be?
Well, it's just we ran out of bolts length sizes, so we're just continuation across.
Expanding across here. And this setup over here is our original pigeonhole setup. That's got all our Imperial or Freedom unit bolt selection.
Yeah, the person who invented the metric bolt range needs shooting also.
We're going to have to get that out. These bolts got us to the moon. These bolts got us into trouble.
Too many lengths.
Boys been having a bit of a reshuffle in this shed to make a bit more room. We decided to move. Well, they give us Worth give us this. What do you call this? Cupboards to put all our sprays and whatever in. So we had to make room for it. And then while we were going, we put the new bolt section over there. Moved this one over here. Just trying to get enough space in the shed can be a problem, but been going ham, just chucking stuff out here because it was there's just old crap everywhere in here all the time. Good opportunity to get a few things chucked out, make a bit of space. Paddy's been working on our spray mixer trailer here. For those who haven't seen it yet, because I don't think I put it on the thing yet, this is the one we usually use for loading of sprayers. It's a J&S Engineering. They're out of Lockhart, I believe. Bought this second hand out of a clearing sale. But yeah, this is the one we use for mainly all the mixing. Got fresh water in here, chemical on this side here with the 4 shuttle suctions here, plus the big mixing vat here for your atrazines and simazine and whatever needs mixing. Room for a shuttle, 2-3 shuttles on this Trident trailer. This piece here is fresh water. It comes from the same spot, but it's completely chemical free all the time. Pretty good purchase, really. We've had it for 3 or 4 years now, I reckon. Paddy's just doing a few modifications here to keep the water out of the petrol tank there. Just try and keep the motor all nice and fresh and dry. Otherwise, we've had a few issues just trying to keep the Honda going and whatnot. But yeah, key start, choke and throttle there, all within hands reach. Very simple to use when you know what you're doing. But yeah, each of these taps has got its own separate chemical induction, and we just label them for whatever you got them hooked to, essentially. And we usually run around with a heavy rigid truck as well and just park it beside it. Put your buddy chemical induction lines and hook them up to your shuttles as you need be, and away you go. Simple as that. all your scales and whatever live in the box on the front. But Paddy will tow this around with the sprayer generally from site to site, and then it's one less thing we're going to move every time we go from farm to farm. Pretty handy, really. Paddy, what are you doing here? Making... Show us how it works. Oh, yeah, yep.
And then springs up so you can fill it up.
Oh, yeah. Keep the water out of it. Keep the water off it. And chemical, because it like comes off here if it goes over the top.
If someone overflows it, yeah.
How many times have you done that, Paddy?
Oh, not many. We've rinsed water a few times, but it's what you got to do to decontaminate, fill it right up and
Overflow
let it go
it.
out, yeah. Which means all clear and everything goes everywhere.
Yeah, makes sense. Where you going there, Goody? Give us a cameo, Goody. What's going on here? You've got the doors going here, buddy. Oh, he's ready to go, are you, pup? What are you doing? This is Brutus, his name is. It's a high-class story you got going on there, Goody. There's no two ways about it. What are you doing to me, Joe? You're buddy tempting me 5 days from the end. This is ridiculous. I presume that's a zero alcohol northern.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm probably home.
Good man. Good man. Out of here on a frosty Tuesday morning. Foggy at least. It's about 8 degrees out here, but time to start washing this cedar. Let's just get into it. Well, we're out here on Thursday, doing a bit of a rescue mission out here. Joe's coming down with the 275. Way out in the distance there, you could see one of our Can-ams that was doing the fence line spraying is bogged with a broken belt. So I've come down here with the ute and the trailer to come pick it up. Because it's got no belt, we thought it'd be fairly dead weight to try and drag out of there. So that's why we brought the Magnum down here. It was the most available tractor we had, probably complete overkill, but well, it'll do the job anyway. Not exactly the rescue mission I'd hoped for. I thought I might be able to drag it out with the ute, but it's absolutely wet as hell out here. It's still wet here at Roseneath pretty well. So let's go and get it out. Just waiting for Joe to turn up and then we'll chug along out there. Having a broken belt on these Can-ams, which is pretty much synonymous with the Can-am brand, is a bit of a problem for getting it up onto the trailer. Tends to mean you got to drag it over the front of the trailer, hence the reason why I'm jackknife round there. Played this game before. I'm not sure how much chemical's in its little chemical tank, so we may have to spray some of that out somewhere as we go, but yeah, to fix the belt, you got to empty the tank, pretty much take the tank off to get to the belt, which is better done at home, not here, sitting out on the side of the road or up at the sheds over there with no tools. So we're just going to rescue it and take it home. I reckon we're up to about 20, 25 belts we've probably gone through on these Can-ams between 3 bikes. It is the weakest link in the whole chain. and I don't know why they have not come up with a better system yet. It is absolutely useless. Anyway, to be fair, he's missing four-wheel drive down here, and it's very wet. So we probably should have fixed that. I thought he had fixed that, but apparently not. Well, she's a proper quagmire, Eddie. Tractor's sinking in enough for my liking too. Oh, I think the only hard places up on this thingy. Yeah, I think we only want to come in here once, I reckon. I don't think I would have been coming along here either, just quietly. Have no control except steering here and braking, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. That's just quagmire out there, just swamp. Just trying to steer backwards here to get up on the high ground. There we go. Kind of hoping none of the neighbours come past at this critical moment. Just another proud in the rain moment. Going for a bit longer snatch here so we can hopefully just trundle him up onto that trailer. Not sure on the position of my trailer ramps. Well, there we go. Well, there's a bit wider recovery mission than I thought it would be, but it all went smoothly. Fence line spraying unit is out of action for now. Anyway, close that up. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up about this week's. I've got a little bit of corn wrap-up / buddy meeting this afternoon, so I'm going to go and have a look at that. And tomorrow I'm going to be away on another job in Albury, so not much footage to be gained there. But anyway, we will come back to you next week. Congratulations again to all those who completed Dry July. One more day for me, and yeah, we'll be all done. 31st of July today, so last day. But yeah, congratulations to all those who made it through. Those who didn't, Dry January is just around the corner. Another 6 months. We'll do it all again then. Anyway, I'll leave you all with it. Catch you later. See ya. I can see it on the front.
Have you got the audio working?
We've got the audio on. Audio on. Give us the pie review, Andy.
So, like I said, got a good ass. $6.50 of money. Got a little round bit of pastry on the top. Not sure if it's going to lose a point for that. Let's see.
Let's recognise what flavour pie it is. Onion, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty dry. It's I would say it's a solid 6. 6.5.
You wish you had a pie now, Joe, or are you happy with your roast beef roll?
I'm happy with your roast beef roll.
What's the review on it?
Dripping just nicely.
Oh, gravy all through the cab.
Oh, Andy, I got your back seats covered in gravy. Over.
Over.
Over.